Welcome to episode 51 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Edward.
And I'm Alyson.
And today we have so many things to celebrate. So many things to talk about. And the most important one is that Alyson and I finally finished 13 Reasons Why. After almost 2 years, we are finally done.
I did not think that's where you were going to go with this.
I thought that's why I wanted to go first.
Yeah.
Haha.
Finally
This is where all the
it.
listeners should be clapping. If you're in your car, on a walk, at your office, just clap because it is quite the feat to get through 4 seasons of that horrific show.
Oh my gosh. It's all at the same time, like, so annoying, sad, boring, depressing, horrifying.
What were the things like shocked, excited? We did this thing where we would TV time. Everyone knows what TV time is, I think.
No one knows what TV time is. The only
Okay.
reason I know what it is because you force me to participate in TV time reviews after
when we
every
started
episode.
using TV time, you were very into it. We were both very into it. We were just jaded now because
you
we
were more into it than I was, but I will admit I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But now I'm like,
well, not because it's like a
every
chore.
episode. Yeah, a literal chore.
Yeah. But no, I didn't think anybody used TV time either until I saw, you know how every app does like a a year roundup now thanks to like Spotify's thing.
Yeah.
They did one and I saw a few people post them on their Instagram stories and I was like, oh, I'm not the only person who uses this app.
I've literally never seen or heard anyone else talk about it. But anyway.
Fine. Anyway, we use that app to the questions and I can't remember what the emotions were on it. I should because I had to read them out to you every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I will say that like as happy I am that it's over, I am sad because one of the many flaws in my genome when it was replicated to create me is that I get way too attached. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Is that I get too attached to characters after a while, even if it's terrible. Like
I feel like you hated every character on that show.
I was so attached
one.
to them. I was obsessed with Charlie.
I don't understand the Charlie love, but
I don't know how you can't be obsessed with Charlie.
I was suspicious of him for so long because he was so sus. You have to admit, episodes 1 through 8 of season 4, it was just like, what's Charlie up to? He's gonna do something shady because everyone in the show does. He was in season. Oh, he was in season 3. Yeah. Even then, I was suspicious of him.
I was sus in season 3, and then I realized towards the end of season 3 that he was just perfect. And but I understand. He was quiet, which is why he was sus.
Yeah.
But it just ended up that he was just like nice and gay. So, anyway, you were not without your problematic faves, okay?
I mean, yeah, Justin was my fave, and he had a lot of issues.
Oh, I didn't think Justin was your favorite.
Who did you think was my favorite? Zach. I also love Zach, who was
your problematic
went
fave.
off the deep end for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, he got real dark.
But he brought it back at the very end. Yep.
Literally the right at the end.
The last episode, he was like, okay, I'm going to stop being trash now.
Yes. But you and I have decided we are not going to watch TV like that anymore together.
Too much.
No. It was fine when we were all locked in our houses. And now that we have pseudo responsibilities and can be outside, it's just too hard to do. Especially when the show is lacking in, what's the word? Like goodness, quality and quality.
In quality. I just thought it was more so like the fact that it was so many episodes and they were an hour long. Those finales, season 3 and season 4 finales were like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. So
yeah,
it was just a lot to deal with.
It was a lot.
Time flies.
Time flies. Time flies.
Speaking of time flies, did you ever listen to that? I'm probably dating myself here. There was that, like, how would you describe him? It was this dude and his friend, and they called themselves Time Flies, but they would, like, remix songs and post, like, the songs on YouTube or whatever. They had Time Flies Tuesdays, but they would remix songs so well, and he would, like, make up his own raps to the songs, but it would still be, like, the same beat and some of the same stuff.
I don't know if I feel like I've seen, like, on a song or a mashup thing, like Time Flies. But I don't know if I've ever heard them.
Oh, they were so good. They were so good.
See, when you say Time Flies in music, my brain goes to Owl City and the song Fireflies.
Okay, I don't get that connection at all.
Well, fireflies, time flies, like that's where my mind went, and then you took it into luckily not where my brain went.
Yeah, no, we're gonna need to get you to listen to one of my like favorite Time Flies song. You might not appreciate it as much as I do because I feel like the songs that they're remixing weren't necessarily your favorite songs, but yeah. We can do that during the break.
Yeah. Or later on my own accord.
Meaning you'll never do it, so I'm going to force you to listen to it while I have you captive.
Yeah, that's honestly a good strategy on your end. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Other big news. I'm in Spain.
You're home. How does it feel to be home?
It feels good to be home. But everyone's been asking me that. Obviously, it makes sense. Like, how does it feel to leave the U.S.? How does it feel to be back home? Well, they say back in Spain. How does it feel to, like, leave home? And I'm like, you got it flipped. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to just write about it for the 3rd because it comes out on Wednesday this week. So the3rd.substack.com. Subscribe while you can. It'll come into your little inbox. Super easy, super free. But generally, it's good to be back. Bit of a culture shock coming back. I don't know if it's reverse culture shock at this point or just like culture shock, but it's been good. I'm tired. Just sweet jet lagged.
Yeah. I did listen to a little bit of Spanish today. I turned the football match on and I wasn't paying attention. It was just like the little link on the homepage of my TV. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to watch. So I clicked it and I accidentally clicked the link for the Telemundo version.
Oh.
So I didn't notice it at first. And then I'm like, every single one of these commercials is in Spanish. I'm definitely watching the Spanish channel right now.
But like, weren't you listening to the commentary?
Well, it was a commercial when I turned it on. So it wasn't the commentary yet.
Oh, what game was it?
Liverpool Brentford.
Oh, that football. That's what I thought. I wanted to double check.
That football.
Who won?
Liverpool 3-0.
That's great. Is that your team? I don't remember which team.
Yes, we needed the 3 points, and we need that goal differential. So.
Okay, I will take your word for that. I'll take your word for that. I don't know too much about football anymore, unless it's a World Cup year. Then I know a lot about football.
Yeah.
Speaking of, well, do I have anything else to say about Spain? Anything about my travels?
Do you?
I don't think so. Oh. No, I don't. I thought I had like a story from the plane, but like I don't.
Okay.
Oh, I was surrounded by these French girls, which I was like, oh boy.
You look annoyed, but secretly you're like, I love French girls.
No, I was annoyed because it was one next to me and I was in the aisle and then one on the other aisle. And so I was like truly sandwiched and I was like,
they didn't plan very well.
No, they didn't. But luckily this flight was like super, super empty. Which makes complete sense. Like mid-Saturday, a flight to Madrid had already left like 30 minutes before. Like, there's no way this was going to be a packed flight. And it wasn't, thankfully. So the girls were like, the one girl was going to just get up because I didn't want to leave my aisle seat. And I didn't necessarily want to sit next to the other person because I'd be disinfected my seat with the little thingy that they gave us. And the girl was like going over to the other side to sit on the window with her friend. And then actually the flight attendant came over and was like, oh, does anybody want to be in the emergency row? And you would think that I would say yes to that because like more leg room and stuff.
Yeah, why
but
didn't
I looked
you
at her
say
and I was
yes?
like, no. Because I don't, no responsibility that I cannot handle. I mean,
It's
nothing's
like
going to
fake
happen.
responsibility. When does anyone ever
but
have to do anything?
I have like crazy high anxiety. It took me an hour to go running today. Because I was like, I don't know what the weather's like outside. And I was just stressed about it. Anyway, I said no, but the girl who was originally in that row, who's not French, just a rando, this rando, was like, yeah, I'll move there. And so I got the whole row to myself.
Lovely.
It was really nice. I don't usually get any sort of like fun plane perks like that. Usually it's like I'm the middle seat between like two people who like to man spread and sleep on me. And that's usually what it's like. So honestly, the best day of travel I think I've ever had.
What was the last flight I was on? I don't even remember where it was to, but I asked...
From Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Back to here. Of course, the last freaking person on the plane, after I'm already all settled in, thinking like, oh, no one's going to show up, ends up coming into my row. I have to get up and get out, let him in. So then I was like, I noticed there was an empty exit row behind me. I was like, can I get that? And then I moved.
Oh, you're an emergency exit angel.
I am.
I could never. I
think
I did it like once.
Everyone out of that door of the plane. Your turn. Boop. Your turn. Boop. Get out.
The other thing is I don't want to be away from my backpack.
Oh.
Because it's always so full of like fragile things that I like it to be like with me. So I was like, I don't want to put it up there.
Even in an exit row though, you get the under seat in front of you. It's in the bulkhead row where there's the wall in front of you that you can't put your bags under your seat.
No. They like take the stuff from you and put it up.
In the exit rows?
That
never happens on planes in the U.S.
Oh, yeah. It happened
Anytime I've ever been in an exit row, I can still use
you can have
the
like
seat
something
in
in your
front of me.
hand. But like
no, there's
all
always
your
under the seat in front of me in the exit rows.
Oh, no. Well, not on Top Air Portugal flights. They rip that shit out of their hands. Because the kids who did it before.
You can put the stuff under the seat in front of you, even in the exit row.
Interesting.
It's just the rows
tripped?
with the wall in front of you. Tripped
Right.
what? There's extra floor space and your stuff's under the seat in front of you. There's no tripping.
I don't know, but that's like assumed why they always took that stuff away from people was because of like potential trippage or like,
I've never seen them take anything from someone in an exit row.
Never on a plane?
Never, because there's still the under seat in front of you. There's still room under the seat in front of you for your bags.
That is so weird. I've only ever seen people have their stuff taken away from them in the exit rows.
Weird. Never have I ever seen it.
I'm like...
Because then it's like, why is there the space under the seat in front of you then? So why would they even leave the space there? Well, that's
just how the chairs are made, I think.
Well, yeah, but so you can put stuff under there.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But like flight attendants, I mean, the regulation says no.
What regulations?
I don't know. I've never been on a flight where they haven't been like exit row people take all your shit and put it up on the overhead.
I've never been on a flight where they've said that.
The kids literally took their like blankets and pillow packets out of the thing and like distributed because they were all like friends on my first flight.
No, I've never seen it.
And then the lady literally said, "Give me that back. You can't have that."
No, they always just say, "I need a verbal confirmation. Can you help people in case of an emergency?" And that's it. Yeah. They walk away. They keep their stuff under the seat.
Interesting. I have never seen that happen, so I'm choosing not to believe, but I validate your experience.
Choosing not to believe, but you validate my experience. How does that work?
I don't know. How it works is I'm letting go. I'm letting go of this conversation.
That's you not wanting confrontation.
Well, I just don't see how we're going to get out of this because I've never seen that happen, and you've never seen mine happen, so...
True.
We live in two different realities.
Alternate realities. Do we even live in the same universe?
We did share a living space for a whole 5 days? 6 days?
6 days? 5 nights?
6 days. 6 days. Mm-hmm. And it was glorious. I had a great time.
It was so much fun. It's nice having a roommate.
It was. I have roommates, but it was nice having you as a roommate.
Thanks. I actually have a confession.
Oh.
So something happened while you were here staying with me that I didn't know was a possibility.
Is this like a personal confession or like a physical something happened in your apartment confession?
A personal confession, but something happened today. So anyway, we were like making breakfast or whatever, and you had an English muffin in your hand, and you walk over to the sink and you just like ripped it apart, like ripped the two pieces in half.
Yeah,
and
like
I
Hulk
asked
smash.
you, I was like, what are you doing? Like, you don't cut them? Like,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
were like, no, I just always do it like this unless it's like really difficult to get apart.
Sometimes they're not perforated right.
I've never just seen someone like the ease in which you opened that English muffin with just your two hands. I was shook, but I was like, okay, whatever. So today I'm making my breakfast sandwich, right? And I'm like, I'm going to try this. Let me just see what happens. It was awful. It didn't work. I immediately had to get a knife.
Oh my God. See, I was going to say, like, the ease that which you saw me split that English muffin in half with my own two bare hands, as if I was Bear Grylls, and that was a salmon, was, like, not out of the ordinary, but it was rare that it, like, worked so well. Because usually I have to, like, you got to be a little gingerly about it and sort of, like, you know, positive encourament to get it to like come off without it.
I was trying, but I was like, I'm about to rip a hole in this thinty little bottom half. I gotta stop.
And then sometimes most of the time you end up just like fucking it up because like the perforations in the machine. I don't know how it works, but it's always sometimes they are just real bad. So I was also surprised that mine worked so well, but I was surprised that you didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Look at us learning about each other's alternate realities,
right?
Oh my God. Well, I'm so sorry it didn't go very well for you. You probably will go back to your knife method.
Yeah. Never again will I try to just manhandle that thing apart.
Well, maybe it's a skill that you just have to sort of practice at.
Perhaps.
Okay, well, on that note, let's finally do the break and we'll come back.
Hey everyone, this is Alyson. We just wanted to check in and say thank you so much to everyone who has listened, engaged on our Instagram, sent in a message, checked out the blog. We really appreciate it. And we would absolutely love it if you could give us a call and leave us a message at 202-630-4509 or send us a message into our DMs on our Instagram, a message from, or you can send an email as well to a messagefrompod@gmail.com. We're looking forward to hearing from you. All right, kids, as usual, we hope you enjoyed that break. Welcome back.
Oh my God, It was so funny. Sorry.
We have a message from our good friend, Bobby. Bobby in New Brunswick, Canada. He sent a message into the email. So, of course,
this is his third message.
It is his third message. Third message. Third message. Yeah. Anyway. I'm going to read his message that he emailed in. So it says, but first, what's the update to Hannah's story? My actual question, thinking about these bad habits. I should also know, I should preface this with this email was in our spam for a little bit. So he is referring back to the episode where we talked about like good habits and bad habits.
During Baby's episode.
Yeah. So it's, we apologize. We will check our spam more regularly. Moving forward.
Yeah, I felt really bad about that, not gonna lie. Sorry.
Yeah,
Do you want to take it from the top again?
Yeah, let's take it from the top. Okay, so message from Bobby. But first, what's the update to Hannah's story? My actual question, thinking about these bad habits, said to the tune of that Ed Sheeran song we love, and anxious reactions and the pandemic. One of mine has been picking at the skin of my thumb, which is worse in the winter because everything is dry and so easy to pick. Occasionally, it's biting the nail. Like one single fucking digit, that poor thumb. What nail polishes would you recommend that might get me to stop biting? What color? Something classy or bold, store-bought, affordable? Talk to me. That is the message from Bobby.
Okay. All right. First of all, Bob, we deeply apologize for letting you rot in the spam folder for like maybe a month and a half.
Such a long... No, it couldn't be that long because it automatically deletes spam after 30 days. So, to our credit. It was 29 days or less.
It was like probably 29 days.
Probably.
Yeah, my bad. Mostly my bad. No, we don't know what the update to Hannah's story is.
If you guys remember, Hannah had sent in a message a while back about this just like really charismatic, interesting, fun-looking person she saw at a bar. Was it a bar or a restaurant?
I believe it was a restaurant.
And she, oh yeah, I remember it was like that Italian restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she
yes.
like passed her a note, like gave her a number, and basically they were going to be friends.
Yeah, so I wonder. So Hannah, update us on what is going
Let
on.
us know. Do you have any best friends? Oh,
yeah,
that'd be great. Yeah.
I don't know that Ed Sheeran song. That's my next thing. Do you know that
You
Ed Sheeran
don't.
song?
You know it. I'm going to play it for you right now because you have to know it. It's
I probably know it, but I don't know it off of the thinking about these bad habits. That doesn't. It's not ringing any bells.
You know it.
In this little head. To be fair, I'm jet lagged. I'm off my rocker.
You are. We're going to play a really short clip of it. And then, I mean, you'll know it. I know you'll know it. But, yeah, it's been a while since we talked about those bad habits. But if you remember, I keep saying if you remember. If y'all remember, I had a similar bad habit.
You did? I don't even remember.
Okay.
And I was there.
Oh, this is like...
Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last.
I don't know that.
Probably won't.
Wait for it.
I got nothing left to lose or use. Or do my bad habits lead to white eyes stare into space?
I don't know that.
You don't?
No. What album is this from?
It's fairly new. Like, it came out...
Oh, is it from that terrible remix album?
like halfway through last year. Oh, is that a remix album?
Is it the one that's like X or whatever?
I
You know how they're like all like math symbols?
Oh, yeah, it is from that, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe?
no, I don't know her.
Maybe not.
Is it black and
I don't
white?
No, it's all in color.
Oh,
The video.
I thought that album was black and white. No, I meant that. Oh, you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry. I don't know that.
Anyway, it's a good song. You should check it out in full. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Well, that's two songs I now have listened to.
Oh, yeah, I'm still going to force you to listen to that other stuff. Time flies.
Oh, yes,
But,
dear listener, that did not happen during the break.
It did not happen during the break.
It did not.
We were having like an existential crisis, but that's a story for
Yes.
another time.
Another time.
Another time.
Something that is also for another time, you painting my nails, which we forgot to do before I left.
I know, and I thought about that because the nail polish was still sitting on the
Still on
table after I
yeah.
got back home, and I had to put it away. But,
Yeah,
I mean...
I'll never have tea time on my nice little digits.
You might have tea time on your nice little digits.
And if it is, it's going to be legitimate tea.
The nail polish will last for a little bit. I'll bring it. I'll bring it next time I come see you.
Or maybe I'll just stop by sooner rather than later.
Yeah, stop by anytime.
Who knows? Who knows? So we did forget to paint my nails, which is a shame because Alyson, I don't think people know this. I don't believe we've talked about it that much. But Alyson is like she's like religious about her nails.
Oh, yes.
They're like all natural, grown out, very long, and like rubs the olive oil on them and like paints them on them. And it's like, it's a whole thing. So like when I'm with you, it's always nice to get my nails painted because I know that
Yeah.
it's going to be an A+ job that I could like legitimately pay someone for.
Thank
And
you.
I get them for free.
My mom
Yeah.
is going to cry when she listens to this because she always wants me to paint her nails. But it's like, it always ends up being like right after I've just done mine. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't mess
That's
mine up.
fair. That's fair because I like would also forget until I would see you maybe do yours. And then it's the inopportune time to ask because yeah. And also sometimes it's like, do I want to sit down and get this done? Because then I gotta like, I'm useless for like another hour.
That's the
30
other
minutes.
thing too, is people don't like the commitment. But I'm like, if you want your nails to look beautiful and not have any mistakes, then you have to commit to sitting there for longer than you want to.
Yeah. And we also didn't have time that like the last few days.
Yeah, we were.
Well, maybe we did, but I'm telling myself that we didn't have time.
We We didn't have
We
time.
didn't.
There was packing, there was shopping, there was all that stuff.
There was a lot happening.
There was a lot happening.
A lot of 13 Reasons Why happening, which is also the reason why
happening. But also, we finally did our beeswax fortunes.
We did. Me gasping like a dementor. I completely forgot about that as well. Wow, we have so many updates.
I know.
Pending and also here currently.
Yeah, we did our beeswax fortunes.
We did.
They turned out really well.
They did. You accidentally picked yours up, I think, a little early, though. I would have done the same. So luckily you did yours first.
Yeah, and a little part of it wasn't completely dry yet, but then I let it kind of harden. But mine is just straight up ear. It looks like
it's
a
terrifying.
literal ear on one side, and then you flip it over, and it's super like wavy and uneven. But that's good. That's a good fortune.
Yes. Why was it, though? I don't remember.
It means like a lot of wealth and success.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
Mine was very mountainous.
Yeah. You also had like a long tail.
I had a long tail, which
Also means something good.
yeah, it did mean something good, but I don't remember what it meant, to be honest.
Oh gosh. How have we already forgotten exactly what our fortunes mean?
To be fair, I've lived like 3 different lifetimes since the time that we did that 2 days ago.
It is true, but I'm going to tell you what a long tail means right now.
Okay.
Let's see here. The long tail, or like long ribbons, encourages you to have patience in the new year.
Oh, I don't remember that being what the other thing said.
A rugged, uneven surface, which was the backside of mine, means money and wealth.
Yes.
And then
that.
if it breaks, it will be a busy year. More pieces, the busier it will be. A few pieces of mine broke. So
True.
just a few
you did
small pieces.
accidentally attack it, though.
Yeah. So maybe like a slightly busy year, but not too busy.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yep. I was unsure where we were going to find the beeswax, but we ended up finding it, and it was no big deal. Melted pretty easily. Yeah. It worked out well.
It did. Maybe because we took pictures of it, we can put them on the blog.
Yeah.
For this week.
We'll put the pictures up.
Yeah.
But I'm happy we did that. I'm happy Tarma called in and shared that with us because that was fun.
Yes. It was actually very fun. Although it was not fun for you to get that wax out of the bowl once it was dried.
Oh, yeah. I had to boil some water again and pour it over the bowl.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Anyway, back to Bobby's message.
Yeah, sorry, Bobby. Sidetracked there a little bit. But, back to the nail polish. There used to be this nail polish you could buy. I'm assuming it's still out there. But it was like a bitter tasting nail polish. And you would paint it on your nails if you bite your nails. So kind of like, so if you were to like put your finger in your mouth, then it would be like, ugh. And you would spit it back out.
I have never heard of that, but it's genius.
Because there was someone I knew who would always bite their nails. And they tried using that nail polish. So yeah, maybe that would be good to try. But I'm
that
also
is an interesting
like a proponent,
idea.
of painting your nails fun ways as well.
You do love a party nail.
And maybe like passe, like the party nail's over, but I won't let it die.
No, yeah, very on brand for you to carry on a tradition that is like very much done.
Yeah, but I
But
mean,
just think, when the party nail comes back, you'll be the first person on top of the list.
I will. Thank you.
Trendsetter.
Thank you. I am a trendsetter.
We don't know when that's going to happen, but you'll be there. That's comforting.
It this year. Among us nail connoisseurs, the party nail never left.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
My nails
I don't
are
know.
actually
Yes.
they're very neutral right now. I just painted them a neutral color. And
Did you paint them tea time?
I did paint them tea time.
Oh, you bitch.
I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd be sad, but I painted them
Oh my
tea
god,
time.
I'm so sad. Those should be my nails.
And it should be your nails. I did cut them because
They look so good. I hate.
Thank you. Because I had that thumb injury where I ripped one whole thumbnail off. This happened right
happen?
after the holidays.
Oh, okay. I remember it happening, but not exactly when.
Yeah, it was like end of December, and so the one nail was like as low as you can go without like complete and utter disaster.
Yeah.
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 So I decided, okay, we'll just cut them all and let them grow out again.
Selective pruning makes a tree grow stronger. Think of it that way.
Exactly.
There you go. I would say for Bobby, though, whatever fucking color you want.
Absolutely. Do whatever you want. And the good thing is, it's just nail polish. So if you don't like it, you can change it.
Truly, yeah. I would say just like, I mean, like, if you're just painting your nails as a beginner, like, just buy whatever the fuck you see at the store that's cheap. Right?
I beg to differ here, because if you buy cheap nail polish and it looks like crap and it chips really easily and stuff, then are you gonna like your nail polish? And then will you like want to continue doing it?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, here's my recommendation. Here's what I do. In a shocking turn of events, the base coat that I use is like the cheapest clear nail polish you can find. It's like the Sally Hansen clear nail polish in like the small cylindrical bottle. It's like $1.99, but it's the best.
So you don't go bougie with your top coat or your
with my base coat.
Base coat, sorry.
Yeah, I don't go bougie with my base coat, but my top coat is like $13 a bottle. Unfortunately,
that makes sense.
It's called Sèche Vite, so like quick dry.
Oh,
but it comes in this like special little box. So you know how there's like, you go to the store and there's all the nail polishes and there's just like the racks and they're like stack, like all the colors.
Yes.
So then if you look to the side of that, there's like the special polishes that come in their own individual little box. That's where you find the Sèche Vite. And it is the queen of top coats. You absolutely have to use it.
I think you used Sèche Vite when I first came to your place in November and did my nails, and it was miraculous. Those nails lasted for so long.
Right?
Like, yeah, very long. And it was Sèche Vite. It dried very quick.
Yes, she dries quickly and she lasts a long time. But then I guess other than that, you've got a lot of options for the actual color you use. I prefer London Town. Look at that. Oh, sponsor me. Can Sèche Vite and London Town sponsor us? Like,
oh my God, can you imagine?
That'd be incredible. But my sister actually turned me on to that. She bought me some for Christmas one year. And since then, I'm like, this is the absolute best nail polish I've ever used. Better than OPI. Better than SC. Even though I do love those two as well. Like, it's incredible.
Interesting. Okay. I'll always have a special place in my heart for Other Stories. Nail polish. Because I do still
have a nail polish from Other Stories.
I had to get rid of mine, obviously. It had been a long time. But hopefully that all helps Bob's figure out his
Look for that bitter flavored nail polish. And if you test it out, let us know what you think and if it works for you. Because I feel like that's one of those things where it's like some people it works perfectly for and other people are like, no, absolutely not. It didn't help at all.
Yeah. That's a very good point. Yeah. So Bob's, you'll get your third, I'm pretty sure, postcard, which I think ties Casey. Yeah. Casey has 3, right?
Yeah. These two are neck and neck in the competition.
I know. So, yes, thanks, Bob's. And if you would like to send in a message just like Bobby did, you can call if you live in the U.S. at 202-630-4509. Or if you hate the sound of your own voice or live outside of the U.S. and you can't figure out how to send us a message vocally, you can write it at amessagefrompod@gmail.com. And we promise it won't get stuck in the spam folder for at least 29 days.
We will be on top of our spam folder now.
Yes. Check out the blog for our wax updates and other stuff at amfpod.com. Check us out on Instagram at amessagefrom. And you should also be up in those reviews on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, hitting that 5 stars. Mm-hmm. And I think on Apple Podcasts, you should write something and then we'll read it.
Leave us a review. Yeah, we'll read your review on air.
We will. We have some lined up. I just forgot to look at them before we started this. So
Totally fine.
Je suis désolé. Lo siento. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's everything. We covered a lot this week.
We covered so much in this episode. So
did.
much. All right. Goodbye. Miss you, Alyson. Goodbye.
Miss you too. Love you.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Goodbye.
Talk to you all soon. Bye.